It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Magic in Orlando. Well, for Orlando, they've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Tonight, an opportunity to continue that trend. Now, if you want to see a stat sheet stuffer, you're going to want to keep your eyes on Freak in this one. He's been putting up a number of double-doubles in this recent outing, Shaq.
You know, Freak knows that he can do more than just be a scorer on this team. You know, he's a great passer. He's a great...
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Looking back to the last matchup between these two teams, it was Orlando coming out with the win against Philadelphia. They come to this one feeling good about the matchup. They've taken both games so far this season.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Embiid is out there with Otto Porter Jr. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Okafor, and it's Novak in at the point. Houdini, the kick out to Oladipo. No problems knocking that one down. Oladipo's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Magic. For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
And so here's Orlando. Here's Houdini. Good on the triple.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
The 76ers off to a slow start. It's a 5-point game. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, their defense got sliced and diced in that game. They just weren't closing down on perimeter shooters, not nearly quick enough, and then they gave up their fair share of those point-blank shots on the interior as well.
Que isso, a miss for them, Greg. I mean, to let the opponent shoot that high a percentage, you got to take a real long look in the mirror after a game like that.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. It's good from long range. Middleton's got his first 3 points of the game. Magic have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Houdini. The kick out to Oladipo. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Here is Novak. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
But his passing just blew me away. I mean, to see him operate their offense that way was a breath of fresh air.
Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Houdini, guarded by Porter. Here's Middleton. That's good. Middleton's got 5 points so far. Orlando leading. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here for Oladipo. Off target with his 3. The 76ers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Guys, this offense very effective.
Point right at them.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Here's Houdini. He picked up 36 points in the last one against Charlotte.
And also defensively, guys, he kept them off balance with 4 steals on the night.
Shoots the 3. And Victor Oladipo gets the 3.
Fuego.
Oladipo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Muito
The
garoto.
76ers trail by 4.
Competeu.
And Middleton kicks to Okafor. Pass to Novak. There's the pick. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Oladipo.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Both free throws good from Houdini.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Feeds it to Porter. Picked by Okafor. Porter kicks to Okafor. He dishes it to Mack. Clock at 6. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call.
O moleque foi pro lado errado da quadra, se deu falta pra dar
Orlando
moral.
making some changes. Hezonja comes in for Gordon, and it's Payne in for Oladipo.
We got a moment now to see how the Magic are doing in the NBA rankings right now. First in shooting percentage, first in three-point shooting, and they're also number 1 in free throw shooting. A team that makes foul shots gives itself and its coaching staff a lot of confidence.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another. Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Porter outside, and that one's good.
Oh,
That's the kind of D that you're not going to
rapaz.
find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Orlando leading by 3. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to speak with Scott Skiles for just a moment. They've had a difficult time in this matchup, losing both games in the season series. And I asked him what he thought might turn things around. He said, we've got to up our intensity defensively and speed up our rotations. With our shot blocking, we can make things tough around the rim, but we also need to close out quickly on the...
Orlando's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Taking a look at the 76ers. Porter is out there with Embiid. Then there's Okafor. It's Chris Middleton. And it's Novak in at the point guard position.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Picked by Okafor. Embiid dishes to Porter. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Payton passes to Houdini. Payton outside. Okafor comes in with the double team. 6 on the shot clock, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. Victor Oladipo, he's jacked in for Elfrid Payton.
Victor Oladipo.
Houdini misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Porter with it. Now defended by Oladipo. Novak kicks to Middleton. Releases from 15, and again it's Philadelphia. Here's Houdini. 5 points in the game. From deep three-point range. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
He feeds it to Novak. Puts it up from 12. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Houdini. Magic leading by 5. Okafor with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here is Novak. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Orlando.
And they've made an effort to get to the line here in the first half, guys, and it's starting to pay off.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight.
Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Houdini. Crafty move. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And here are the top free throw shooting teams this month. You don't want to put these guys in the line too often. Number 1, the Magic.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
Both free throws good from Houdini. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
Timeout call for Philadelphia. Fans, get ready for your magic.
É Flórida, viu? É Flórida para dar. Só chinelo.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. He talked to his guys about the importance of functioning as a unit, not as individuals, and on the need to help each other find open shots on the perimeter. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thanks, Doris.
And checking out the numbers for Novak. He's really stood out for them over the past month. Putting up about 18 points per, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
Uma peça de trouxa ali.
Standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. You look at the Magic. What a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out.
Oh, yes.
And, of course, Philadelphia. They find themselves in the 8th spot.
And I think for the 76ers, I love what they've been able to do this season. Last year, really just a struggle for them, but they've clearly put that behind them.
Sometimes it's hard to shake off the effects of a season like the last one, but they've done a nice job to move on from it and have made great progress.
Pick by Okafor. With some arc. Yep, it goes. And the Magic lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Novak.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Embiid comes with a double team. Houdini passes to Gordon. Here's Houdini. No good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. 3-on-3. That's good for Harris on the assist by Oladipo. Harris has got 4 points this quarter.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
The dish to Embiid. And he gets the bucket. Embiid's got his second basket.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Here's Houdini. The kick out to Oladipo. On the wing, Gordon. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The 76ers trail by 4. Pick by Okafor. Novak kicks to Porter. Here is Novak. Clock at 6. They double in with Vucevic. It's hauled in by Gordon.
If they get in every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
The shot's good for
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Oladipo against Middleton. Okafor dishes to Porter.
Look at the night for Porter. He has 8 points. He's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And the free throws have been dropping for him at a rate of about 77% on the season.
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Hansbrough comes in for Aaron Gordon. Kazanya is checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Payne in for Victor Oladipo.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Alfred Payton, he was checked in for the Magic. And Philadelphia also making a switch. And so we conclude the first half. Magic out in front, up 8.
Fans.
All right, listen up, guys. Way to come out strong in the first half. Taking care of business. TCB. I'm not going to single out any one guy.
Fans, get ready for your...
And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
It's been a tough go for him. Just an uncontainable game for Hansbrough. He has 12 points and 1 assist.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Magic, Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Oladipo and Harris are the wings. And it's Houdini at the point guard. He shot 5 of 6 at the foul line.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the strike. You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
Both free throws good from Houdini. The 76ers trail by 10. Novak, the pass to Middleton. Kicks it to Novak. Back to Middleton. Fires the 3. And he gets the bucket. Middleton's got 10.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
Okafor with the steal. Here is Novak. Middleton outside. Picked by Okafor. Embiid with it. Now defended by Oladipo. Just 5 to shoot. Novak. Offensive rebound. Okafor. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And GA, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets got the job done. He finished with 36 points, and as he had the typical big game assist-wise, finding open men to come away with a healthy assist total, too. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy. Talk about a terrific game for Houdini. 15 points and the additional offense he's provided from the line. Big impact.
Clark, a major impact for sure. A good chunk of their scoring has come because of that aggression and ability to get to the line. Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack. You
know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Wide open from outside off the mark.
It's a clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
And Middleton kicks to Novak. And he banks in the layup. And now just a 3-point Orlando lead. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
Oh,
out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. While we can, let's get a quick check of our 2K leaderboard for a glimpse at one of the NBA's most elite groups. The top 3-point shooting wingman in the league. Tobias Harris, number 1.
I mean, his range is about as long as it gets. I mean, you better have someone on him as soon as he crosses half court, or he just might drop a bomb on him.
He got to keep his airspace limited, right up in it. There have been a lot of great bombers at small forward over the years, and with that percentage of his, he's right up there with him.
Here is Novak. He's got 8. He kicks it to Middleton. To the inside. Here's Okafor. No good off the back of the rim.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Here's Houdini. At the top of the key, Gordon. Here's Vucevic. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Okafor dishes to Middleton. The 17-footer connects. The jumper drops. Middleton's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers club on that pump fake.
Here's Houdini. Kicks it out to Gordon. Orlando moving the ball around. And it's Vucevic missing.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Here's Houdini. Kicks it out to Gordon. Okafor with the steal. Middleton outside. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the 76ers?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the game.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
Here is Novak, guarded by Harris. Here's Okafor. Embiid trying to break loose. Okafor gets the bucket. And it's a 3-point 76ers lead.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Houdini, the kick out to Oladipo. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And a pick bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Harris has got 6. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 17-6 run. Novak, the pass to Okafor. Dishes to Middleton. Okafor sets the pick for Middleton. Can't convert after the good screen.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure you appreciate it.
Here's Houdini. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Let's see how the 76ers have performed over the last few weeks. 5th in second chance points, 8th in field goal percentage. And they also rank right there in the top 10 in fast break points. I mean, this is a really good transition team. They love to operate in the open court.
And you go back to their second chance points, very productive in that regard. I love to watch them work. They have that sixth sense, if you will, for sneaking inside and anticipating the path of the ball.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now.
Wow.
Checked in for Aaron Gordon. Hezonja comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Payne in for Victor Oladipo. The man for Orlando. Here's Houdini. 19 points in the game. Smith outside. Payne passes to Houdini. Out to Smith. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hezonja. Offensive rebound. Pass to Houdini. The feed to Payne. And that was good. Payne's got 5 points now.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Sniper de 4 nível automático.
Here's Barton. He's got 5, and the shot is good.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Here's Smith. And he banks it.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
The 76ers trail by 4. Here's Barton. He's got 7. One second left, and again it's Philadelphia.
Que isso, Robertinho.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Magic lead by 2. And we're coming right back. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back to the fourth quarter of action getting started.
Vou colocar no último nível, com a arma desgastando. E chorar pra danar.
Philadelphia's gone past the three-point line
Você
for
pode
13
colocar
of their
de
shots.
maneira automática.
6 of 13. So on the floor for
Aí,
Philadelphia.
irmão, é só na
Okafor out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Porter. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Novak in at point.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense
Acho que
has
ainda versão
to
no
address.
último nível, com a arma desgastando.
On the
Deve
wing,
ser sofrer.
Harris.
Bem, olha aí, o Tobias voltou pro jogo.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball
Último
games.
4. Você tá não pode perder mais essa temporada.
Novak kicks to Middleton. The pass to Embiid. Back to Middleton. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Here's Oladipo. And there the Magic with another bucket.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Porter. Can't convert after the good screen.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. You're lucky he couldn't punish him.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Você tá expondo o jogo, o jogo é um jogaço. Mas a última missão do último vídeo, eu vou falar com você, viu?
Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
É bravo. Nossa senhora.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
Tiveram várias paradas para tomar um café, pra raiva passar. Aquele avião. Tá qualquer um, ele foi sim. Esse ele é grande.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. And Okafor with the point. Porter against Harris. Floats a runner. The shot no good. So
pegar, né, pode? Tá deitando o cabelo no jogo.
By as much as 10. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be game 1.
He had in the first half. He stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Novak kicks to Okafor. 14 feet away, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Big shot. As soon as he got an opening, boy, did he let it fly.
Carinha do Jabal, né?
Okafor comes in with the double team. Gordon kicks to Vucevic. Goes up and lays it.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Middleton for three. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
On the wing, Gordon. A three. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Middleton drives in. Gordon with the defensive effort. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. The shot's good for Houdini's got 15 points in just the second.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Middleton dishes to Porter. Embiid the screen. Here is Novak. It's hauled in by Harris.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Here's Houdini.
Aí sambou pra lá, sambou pra cá e guardou.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
Here is Novak. Picked by Okafor. Here's the teardrop. And that one's good by Novak. Novak's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Houdini passes to Vucevic. And the shot is good. And the Magic lead by 7.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Picked by Okafor. There's the dish to Novak. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Middleton inside the three-point line.
Embiid
the screen. Kicks it to Okafor.
Nossa, não podia ser, você não vai não. Ela tá vindo igual a carreta desempregada, ó.
Oh yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique. That combination.
Uma bosta no lance livre.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Okafor. He has 11 points, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. They're getting outshot from the perimeter. He told them, we've got to close out faster on the outside shooters. These threes are killing us. Kevin, can they tighten their D?
Thank you, Doris. He goes up again, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Magic.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous.
Very
unselfish.
And the other thing also is tonight they've been able to get to the free throw line consistently and also convert big points from the charity stripe.
Here's Houdini. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Knocked away.
And
now Orlando on the break. And foul hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
At the line, shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
Vladimir. Castlevania foi no primeiro Metroidvania que eu joguei, velho. Eu acho que foi o primeiro mesmo. Pensando aqui. Assim, não dá pra dizer porque, na verdade, o primeiro game foi dar na física. Nessa época, todos os jogos já eram isso. Fala bobagem.
The 76ers trail by 6.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining.
Novak kicks to Middleton. 1:53 left in the fourth. Out to the right wing.
Gostava, cara.
Porter dishes to Okafor. And it's blocked by Gordon. And the shot is good.
Podia andar pra frente. Ele até ela ia andando.
He is lighting it up
Da hora
here
de
in the second half.
Houdini passes to Gordon. Here's Houdini, guarded by Embiid. Here's Houdini. Nice move.
E aí, Igor? E aí, com você?
And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Vou parar de passar a bola pro gosto do não tá safando nada. Vai enterrar nós. Nossa, se levar uma tromadinha, tá ligado, mano? Jogo.
Throws down the breakaway jam.
That very well may put the finishing touch on this one. Not at all the time to get sloppy with the basketball.
And how about the killer instinct on that possession? Not running the clock, but pushing the ball.
Castlevania foi o primeiro Metroidvania. Eu seria assim. Mas, não. Pô, tinha 12 finais. Eu fiz todos, tá? Bom demais, você é louco. Joguei com todo mundo. Sei, velho.
We've got 1:13 left in the game. Here is Nova, the 11th footer, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Novak's got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Houdini passes to Oladipo. Here's Vucevic.
Nossa. Te fritou 2 vezes.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Middleton inside the three-point line. Nails it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Fogo, camarada.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Here's Houdini. He dishes it to
Oladipo.
And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Whoa, that's a big
Nossa, estava lá no mundo da lua agora, né?
Really took the air out of this crowd.
Just like that. I mean, you could hear a pin drop in here.
Here's Houdini.
Chamou a responsa, né?
They had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
He drops the first one, and that gives them the lead.
Na Flórida.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 2-point ball game.
That is delivering in the clutch. Just one more stop is all they need.
Fans, get ready for your magic answers.
are the 76ers now. Picked by Okafor. Novak kicks to Middleton to take the lead. Oh, the nothing shot.
No.
Big win by Orlando in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans loved it.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, at the end of the game, you guys were able to stay on top. How were you able to gain an advantage over them in this one?
Well, Doris, we didn't gain an advantage because we always had it, but we just out there stringing them along because we knew they'd take the loss tougher if it was close. I don't know. That's the kind of mind games we play with team.
Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, check
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another. And Shaq, I can tell you want to say something. Your comments?
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious
Isso aí. Valeu, pessoal. Foi nessa.